What's up, guys? I'm Ed from Guitar Space. I know I look a little different, and that's what this video is about. Where have I been? All right, so a special shout out to all the Guitar Space friends out there, the subscribers to the newsletter, the readers of the articles on the website, also the viewers of the YouTube channel, and whoever follows us on social. Thank you. Thank you. Very much appreciated. Happy New Year to you all. And where have I been? Been gone for about 6 months, and that's what I wanted to share with you, what had happened. I know I look different. I had a beard. I had a Santa Claus beard. I actually very much liked that beard. Also had hair. And there was that little period of time where I was wearing an eye patch. And that's actually where we'll start, because right around the end of April, I was driving, and the oncoming traffic at night, the headlights, instead of seeing 2 headlights, I started seeing 4 and then 6 over the span of a couple months, until I had an episode which was in July. It was a minor episode. I was playing the beer festival, which I very much liked. I like the beer festival gigs because it's a pro backline, pro sound man, but lights. And first tune, a strobe light goes off on the left side of the stage, and it's my left eye that was compromised, and it felt like someone stuck an ice pick in my eye. I started seeing double and triple, so I decided I'm not moving from center stage, and I'm just gonna work my pedal board and sing into the microphone. But otherwise, a limited movement, and I'm not going to engage in any theatrics. I don't do much of that anyways, so it wasn't that difficult. The set went off without a hitch. We did our 75 minutes, and I came off the stage. Easy load in, easy load out. I have a very simple setup, just the pedal board, 1 guitar, and it's easy. And got off the stage with a headache, and I didn't say much. I didn't let people know about what was going on until a couple weeks later. I'm on vacation. It was really nice. It's generally nice down here. It's 80 degrees. There's a little humidity, but as nice as it is, there's always a cloud in the sky, except this one particular day. And my wife said, "Look at the sky." And I looked up, and when I made contact with the sun, when I made eye contact with the sun, it felt like Thor's hammer hit me upside the head. And I looked down, I put my hand on my wife's shoulder. I said, "You got to get me out of here. Get me back to the hotel." And I took out my car keys, and I gave her the car keys. I go, "You've got to drive." Now, fortunately, a couple months earlier, she started taking driving lessons. So she took a hold of the car, got me back to the hotel. We ended up cutting the vacation short and heading back, and now going to see eye doctors. My eyesight was compromised, very much so. Very, very much so. I think the numbers were I had 10% vision out of my left eye and 40% out of my right eye. I could basically see just what was right in front of my nose. Anything that got further back would blend into the background. So if I'm talking to somebody who's about 2 feet away, I couldn't quite make out, the facial gestures. I could make out that there was a person in front of me, and I could see colors up to a certain point, because I started losing color recognition a few weeks into this. Right around the end of August, color recognition was limited to red and green, and even then I would mix them up sometimes. It was scary. It was scary. My fear was that I'm going blind and I'm going to be blind for the rest of my life. And we went to the eye doctor, and he said, you have optical neuritis, which is an inflammation of the optic nerve. But the optic nerve does not swell on its own. It's you've got to find what is causing that swelling. So go to the emergency room. Now, here I am in Medellin, trying to negotiate in emergency rooms. Went to I think 5 or 6 of them, and none of the emergency rooms had an ophthalmologist on staff, so we were denied. Ended up going to I went to my primary care and got an emergency appointment, and they set up an emergency appointment with the eye center, where I went and saw a neuro-ophthalmologist that basically confirmed what the optometrist had said. And although they gave me an admittance to the emergency room of a different hospital, one that I hadn't gone to, and I was admitted there, and the neurologist scheduled an MRI. We got the results back from the MRI, and the neurologist comes to see me, and he's wearing a mask, but I could see the tone in his eyes was, it's serious. And he said, you don't have optical neuritis. And he went on to talk for another 2 or 3 minutes, of which I heard 3 words. I heard brain, I heard tumor, I heard inoperable. Those were the 3 words, and my life drastically changed at that moment. What he did tell me was that they were scheduling a biopsy in 2 days. This was a Saturday, so the biopsy would be on Monday, and I had the biopsy. Actually, it was pretty well done, because as you can see, there I don't have much scarring. I had 20 staples in my head for a couple weeks, but the biopsy did come back malignant, and more tests on my eyes. They were already scheduled, so I went through those. And then September 5th, I went in for my first chemo session. The positives of that were my eyesight started returning. And the way it was explained to me was that the first round of chemo diminished the tumors enough where there was some relief on the strain of the optic nerves, because both were compromised. I had 4 tumors, one on the right side of my head. This was compromising the brain, but it had not gotten to the brain, and will not get to the brain, because as of now, I'm still in treatment. Treatment's not done. This tumor's gone. I had 2 on the right side of my face, one over my right eye and one in my right cheek. This one causes a great deal of pain, but this one's gone too. The one on top of my right eye is also gone. These 3 tumors have been eliminated, and I still have one more treatment left. The tumor that was affecting my left eye, this is the one that started everything. This is the one that challenged everything. And what it was doing was, the tumor was on the eye, and it was pushing the eye forward and up. So when I'd see double, instead of seeing double like this, I would see double like this. So these eyes, the information was getting twisted. My eyes were structurally fine, and my brain had not been compromised. But the cabling that went, the optic nerve, that took the information of what my eye was seeing, or what my eyes were seeing, not the complete information, distorted information was getting to my brain, so which is causing all of those issues, which have now been rectified. All right, so that's where I've been for the past few months. The chemo has been brutal. As you hear stories about that, I've had a lot of complications. Also, my body rejected it, and also recovery from the chemo has been rough. But nonetheless, we are on the right path, and I'm back. Even on a limited basis for right now, I'm back. I look forward to in the next few months being back to full time and sharing some more guitar talk with you. All right. Again, thanks to all the readers, the subscribers to the newsletter, the viewers to the YouTube channel and the social media channels. Thank you. And a big shout out and a big hug goes to the Guitar Space team. Thank you guys for doing what you do. I love being a part of the Guitar Space team. I love working with you guys. And I thank you for picking up the slack. I'm looking forward to getting back in the saddle again. All right. Thanks for watching.